We're about to get in the car, but I just wanted to share a thought that I had. I had it this morning. So, you know what are they called? Story outline graph that you see. It's like a line and then it goes up and then there's another line. So it's the opening and then the conflict, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. A lot of our life we have, seasons come with that. We have the opening of the season, we have the conflict that arises in that season, rising action, climax, and then falling action, and then the resolution. And that theme, like I said, in our life, it just shows itself over and over again. And I think the most important part of that, it's not the opening, conflict, rising, climax, falling, resolution. Like, that's not the important part. And I hate to be one of those people that's like, it's the journey, not the destination. But at the same time, it is. Like, the most important part of that is the line. I've been working through some things recently, and I've been focusing so much on the different points of my story, and rather than focusing on the line through my story, you'll even see this in the gospel. They call it the gospel thread through the Bible. It's not necessarily these different stories of the Israelite people or the different kings or the different highlights, the different this or that, or Mary or Paul, or it's not the people that is the main point of that. It's the thread, the gospel thread that runs through it all. And in the same light, in the same light in my life, it's not the story's written down, but what is the thread that runs through it? What I'm getting at is that what matters through those seasons, those stories matter, right? We learn, we glean wisdom, we grow from those different points in the story. But the thing that we need to keep our focus on is the gospel thread through our life. How has the Lord moved? How is he moving? And then that helps us to not define ourselves as a victim, but rather to look at our story through the light of gospel truth. And that is how I at least have experienced overcoming these different things. It's not in the digging up the details enough to try to make sense of it all, or and I'm not saying that's not important. It is, critically thinking through what we've been through is it's a good thing. It's a good practice. It eliminates just kind of denial, and it eliminates repeating those things whenever we're able to be open and real about what we've been through. But the whole point is the identity of my story, the identity of who I am is not caught up in the opening conflict, rising action, climax, falling action, conclusion. That is not my identity. It's not my identity. And I think a lot of people through different seasons in their life, they see their identity in that rather than their identity in the thread of truth that runs through it all, which is the gospel truth. Yes, I think that is what I am trying to say. That is what I'm trying to say.